Good afternoon, everyone. Well, you knew I was going to be starting off today's video with Look, because what an absolute monster we uncovered today. Now, if you were in the chat room or on the private Twitter feed, you saw a monster move today. And look, this is a stock that we tagged around a 70-cent area, and funny enough, we were just looking for 99 cents. I mean, that was the logical downtrend breakout target on this stock, was 99 cents. And then if things got a little bit crazy, the 200-day moving average up there at 119. Little did we know that the robots would latch onto this one like no other, and the stock ended up running 300% on the day. An absolute monster. And, you know, this goes back... This is not rocket science, guys. As I've said many times before in a lot of videos, when you're playing momentum stocks, and lately it's been really, really crazy. As you know, we've talked a lot about it. It's been the robots taking low-float stocks with really stupid stories and driving them through, into insane prices. VLTC has been that example. I've actually been watching Look over the last few days, ever since VLTC started to run on not really new news about Icon. I mean, he's picked up shares in VLTC's financings before. Stock didn't have that kind of reaction, but it wasn't this kind of market reaction where every day one or another under $5 stocks gets blessed by the robots. And, VLTC today, it really went vertical. It bent so many shorts over a barrel today and went insano. Now, as I've said before, as a momentum trader, one of the things you absolutely must have, and you can do it in a lot of places, Excel spreadsheet, you can keep it on Yahoo Finance, is stocks that move together. And I actually have a listing of stocks where VLTC is on it, and of course we have Look as peer plays. Goes into the social media kind of search angle. VLTC, predictive advertising, which is exactly what LOOK does. And in the right environment, like it was today, on any other day, Look probably wouldn't have blown up like this. But the way the market is right now, it did. It was a pure play of this, and the stock went ape shit and just went vertical. Another one I had on that list was, of course, Locum, LOCM. This is a stock we played a couple of weeks ago. Another search-focused stock. And when you see the kind of movement that you see in stocks like Look and VLTC, traders are always looking for the next hawk stock. So even if you're just starting off and trading, you're a rookie trader, right now you should set up an Excel spreadsheet. You should put VLTC, you should put LOCM, you should put Look, and put it on there, put the title search/social media. And every time you get a hot sector, you add stocks to that list so that whenever you do see one of those stocks blow up, you've got a listing of plays there ready to go. We also had another big mover today, APPY. We alerted this one late yesterday. Nelson did a great job highlighting the fact that Seeking Alpha Pro had put out an article that was going to come off embargo this morning. The stock was around 50 cents yesterday. Target on this one was a move to 70 cents, which it hit on the nose going into the bell. I mean, you can't ask for better than a 40% move on very big volume. A lot of chasers came into this one late in the day. But again, this is a stock we've been watching since the alert last week, waiting for that 54-cent break. And, these are the kind of stocks that are finally doing nicely in this market. We're seeing a lot of chart movers, and they are just blowing up left and right. Now, going into tomorrow, we've got a big liver, that 50th Annual International Liver Congress. It starts tomorrow. Tubira Farmers Art Therapeutics, who is the merger partner, or RGDO, is doing 3 poster presentations. Now, NASH stocks, those are essentially liver stocks, have just been on a tremendous move over the last several months, and RGDO is among the cheapest of them. You can see we've been holding this uptrend line support very nicely. It's been in a sideways consolidation, about a 10-cent sideways action for about the last 3 or 4 weeks. This kind of action is typical before we see big moves in stock prices. We recently saw that on CLRX. It actually got its final merger news. And, this one has got a big event. But let's scroll down here, and I've highlighted the MACD cross. You can see we got that MACD cross today, and the last time that RGDO got that MACD cross, and we pointed this out a couple of days ago as well, the stock went from $1.15 to $1.61 over the course of 3 or 4 sessions. So that was what, 45-cent move, 33% mover. These guys have the exact same chart set up right now with 3 poster presentations this week. The chart is ready, and we've got the potential for some news in the next couple of days. So everything's ready to rock and roll. Chasers would probably come in here on a press release as long as it's got enough fluff in the headline or move through 132. Now they'll really start to chase it, and the alerts will go off on this move through the 200-day moving average. That's at 138. But anyway, let's look over the charts of the Dow real quick. What can you say? Big down move yesterday or on Friday, and on Monday it was like the sell-off never happened. You know, and it's just the robots running things down. Like I mentioned in the weekend video, whenever you see Greece mentioned as a headline excuse and the market goes down big on it, robots are buying because the next day they're going to jam it up. And it seems like every Monday recently has been a big up day, and yesterday was no different. Today we gave it back with a 100-point loss. We're still in this really, really tight trading range, but I will say, you know, trading has really sucked lately on a lot of stocks except for the robot stocks. But today we actually saw a lot of momentum in a lot of sectors, not just low float stocks. We saw a lot of small cap action today, so that could bode well for us in the near term. Dow Transports, which we had been talking about, has been strong over the last couple of days. Going to be paying really close attention to that 50-day moving average at 8,900. We actually did break above the RSI downtrend today, which is a positive sign. But again, you know, the transports have not confirmed any of these new highs that we've seen in the Dow, and this really is the indice that has led us higher over the last year. Actually, over the last 3-4 years, actually. So, you know, going into tomorrow, we could see some potentially nice movement. And look, now, like I mentioned in the chat room, if you were gapping this one or holding some shares long overnight, there is, of course, financing risk with the stocks. That's the reason it was down here. I mean, they need cash. I believe there's an S1 out there or getting ready to file. But, you know, what we've seen many times before is the market really doesn't give a rat's ass sometimes. When the floats are over a barrel, they keep pressing on them. I mean, look what VLTC did. And, you know, this crazy action that we saw come in here, this stock was lined up perfect. It had a great chart, just looking for an excuse to move. Luckily enough, we ID'd it today, and it went boom. And it's really that kind of market. And we're going to have to see what diamonds in the rough we can find in the next couple of days for big moves as well. So that's it for the video tonight, guys. Fantastic day. Enjoy yourselves. Make sure you get into the chat because things woke up very, very nicely today. Like I've said, you know, we can sit on our hands for a few days and do absolutely nothing, waiting for the right trades to go along. You don't have to trade every single stock. You don't have to do 500 trades a day to do well in a market, especially when it's a difficult market like this. But when things turn and things start to work, you got to be ready to jump on that momentum, and that appears to be what we're seeing right now. So have an awesome evening, guys, and I will see you all in the chat room tomorrow. Bye.